Howdy folks, welcome back. It's a Saturday, so Madam's here to lend her expert knowledge of beer and pubs and travel and all of the vital input that she puts into the videos. Anything to say?
Nope.
There you go, short and sweet, a bit like her. So, it's a Derby video, but starting in Little Eaton, which is a little, I assume it's a village, just outside of Derby, and we're going to sort of work our way towards the city centre today, filling in some gaps of places we've never done before. So there's a few in Little Eaton, and the main reason that I wanted to come over here is because I've wanted to do this for so long and never had the opportunity to do so. So we're going to start with one of my favourite local breweries, which is Shiny. Shiny Brewing, absolutely brilliant beers. They're an absolutely fantastic brewery, and this is the Shiny Tap. So that will be start number one of the day. So I've been stupidly excited to get to the Shiny Tap for a long time. Love the beers these guys do. Let's get in and see what they've got on today. Guys, honestly, they're one of the best local breweries that you'll find. If you've never tried their beer, you really should. The tap room is really great. It has 12 keg lines on and 4 cask, and an absolute load of great stuff in the fridges and things as well. Trying a new double dry hot pale, absolutely super. The beer lineup, there's so much going on with stuff. Honestly, they've got such a great array of bits. But Shiny always do. I'm always a massive fan of the beer that they do. Always great stuff. As far as tap rooms go, I absolutely love a little tap room that doesn't try too hard, that just looks like a tap room should. So have a look at the fridges. So don't just cover Shiny stuff. Plenty of wonderful other breweries represented in here. Some absolute bangers. But yeah, new invention, I've been there before. But Shiny have got their own absolutely brilliant array of stuff, and a nice little deal on if you buy 12 or more, 20% off. Yeah, let's get me some cans. Where Shiny is, on that little industrial bit, literally, just driving to the car park of that, you will notice that there is another boozer sat just here, facing the entrance. Said boozer is the Queen's Head, and it is an Everard's. I haven't done an Everard's for a month or so, I don't think. So that's a big bonus. Absolutely love an Everard's pub. Never been in a bad one. I stand by that, and I can't imagine this bucking the trend. So Everard's Queen's Head up next. Does it buck the trend and become the first time I've ever been in a bad Everard's pub? No, of course it doesn't. It's great, as always. All of Everard's pubs that I've ever been in are absolutely super places, and this is no exception to it. A couple of new Everard's beers on that I've never tried on a bar as well. So I've got myself a Daytona, which is again up to the usual Everard's standard. Here's what we've got on the bar on here. So yeah, I've never tried the Outlaw, and I've got myself a Session IPA, a Daytona, which is great. Everard's Tire, you'll always find Tiger on. It's their signature beer wherever we go. But it is a pretty wicked looking little pub as well. Nice little place. Holly was happy because she's got the old moot and the menu in here. It's dog friendly, and this little sweetheart is an absolute heartbreaker. Look at him, a heartbreaker. But a wonderful looking menu and stuff on there as well. Yeah, another absolute mint pub. Absolutely a lovely little garden space on the back of this one as well. Plenty of the undercover bit for when it's raining, and plenty of lovely bit not undercover as a sun trap. Honestly, I love an Everard's pub. I absolutely do. Yeah, it's got alerted to something else at the bottom of the same estate where Shiny is, called Bouquet. A wine shop and bar. Well, while we're here, you know, when in Rome, I'm sure that's not the saying. It is the saying. It's a wine shop. Okay, and it looks pretty nice, to be honest. Look at that. Plenty of table space, plenty of wine selection. Someone will be happy.
Yep.
Yeah. Bouquet up next. What a gorgeous little place. Got a couple of beers on. So I've got myself a Shiny Session IPA. Holly's got herself a glass of Prosecco, so she's more than chuffed by that. Feed her Prosecco at this time of day. She'll be a nightmare later on, honestly. I don't know how I'm going to control her. That's what she wants. So, she did have a lot of Prosecco last night, apparently. Not that I was there, I was out working. The beer that I've got is a Session IPA, brewed by Shiny, especially for these guys. So if you want to try that, you've got to come here and have it here, and it's really good, really, really good. But it's yeah, it's a pretty cool little place. This really good little wine selection. Well, not little wine selection, big wine selection. But a really cool little place. So thank you for shouting it out on Facebook and telling us to come and see it. Great little place. In towards Derby City Centre, we're going to go through Darley Abbey because there's a few there. We've got another brewery tap to stop at, but the one at this end, a Little Eaton on the way towards Derby City Centre. Then 2-minute walk down from there brings you to this Marston's, and it's called the New Inn. So yeah, we know my thoughts on Marston's, but never judge a pub from its brewery just necessarily or from its externals. We will go in and see for ourselves what it's like. A bit of a Marston's tenancy with a twist. So it's one of those where they get stuff that they basically the profit they make at the end of the week. They then take a percentage of that as their wage. Anyway, so the busier they are, the more they get paid. The less they pay out of the on-staff wages, so the more they work, again, the more money they make. So it's a good way of doing it, providing you're busy enough. Nice looking pub, fair. Expected. Obviously they are having to do Marston's beers and stuff, those with Wainwright's pedigree on. But a decent little tap and mix, and Holly's always happy when she finds an old moot anywhere. And it is a decent looking, it's a big size. It's got a good, really good size boozer. Plenty of dining space and stuff like that, and a pool table as well out the back. Decent sized pub. Decent little rear garden space as well to sit out in the sun. It's a proper sun trap out here, so that's the New Inn. Continue on the trek towards Derby City Centre. We are going to go via Darley Abbey, as I said. But another little brewery that I've been desperate to get to for a long time is en route. So again, it's nice to have finally made it along to this. It's a little brewing company. These guys are, again, absolutely sound, absolutely mint guys. Make some absolutely wonderful beers. And this is where they have their tiny tap. So up here on industrial unit type place again, the brewery. So the tiny tap from Little Brewing is our next stop of the day. And again, with the sun shining down, what better place to sit out and have a bevy, eh? Mega stoked to have made it along to here. I've wanted to come here for a long time. So here and Shiny were two that I was desperate to sort of get along to. So if you're up for you're gonna have to drive to them or get taxis or something to start with. So I'm gonna dump my car in Derby, come and worry about that tomorrow. But on the way into Derby, these are definitely well worth seeking out, well worth coming to see. They're just great little breweries. An array of stuff. So 12 keg lines, 3 on the cask. Yeah, beers of all styles, including plenty of cans. I've just got myself some cans to take away as well. And if you like a brewery tap and everything, and you like being able to view where the magic occurs, where it all happens, you'll also find the tanks and stuff in here, which is always nice to see. It's a great little place, this. Darley Abbey. So, Darley Abbey is beautiful, one of the most beautiful parts of Derby without a shadow of a doubt. It's a great place for dog walking. Dog walking, not the other thing. For families to have chill out time and stuff like that. But glad to be down here. So this building that we're about to do, Darley in the Park, we've done this building once before on the pub crawl, but not when it was Little Darley in the Park. I cannot remember what it used to be called. I'm sure someone in the comments will get in and tell me what it used to be called, but it is a brand new connotation of it, so it counts as a new boozer for the day. But yeah, look at the view of this, and then we will be heading over to the newly reopened Sam Smith, the Abbey. Have been closed for a long time. So Little Darley in the Park up next. So it was formerly the paper mill. I knew. We came here to say it was when it was a paper mill. It was a nothing pub. Honestly, it was dying. It was soulless. It looked run down, rubbish, and didn't have anything about it. No character, no good beer, and just it was one of those that you were like, this isn't going to last long. It didn't. Be replaced by this, which looks a million times better already. Already the beer choices in here have gone up. I mean, it's 100% better than it was. This is what I've gone for. Trifle Tower Sour. That rhymes. From Pretty Decent, which is amazing. But yeah, wonderful cask range of stuff in here now as well. Honestly, it's night and day in here compared to what it was when we came in and did it as the paper mill probably 2 years ago maybe. It was soulless and just not good. Whereas now, what an absolute gem this place actually is. And if we come over to the craft beer fridge, you'll also find some more cans that I'm probably going to end up taking with me today. as well. Well, yeah, honestly, what a top-notch turnaround this has got. For reference as well, it's the stuff that's actually in the fridges. It's not clear of what's on there, but there's some absolute bangers in there. Honestly, some absolute belters. It's a wonderful little beer board. Absolute night and day between that and the paper mill. That is 100% said. Somewhere I would have said before, don't even bother coming to, because it was just run down and horrible. Whereas now, it's a gem, an absolute gem. Right, dead opposite then. This beauty. This was shut for so long. Sam Smith's pub. It's called the Abbey, and as you can see, it's an old Abbey building. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. So I've never been in this over all the years I've been around this area. Lived in Derby twice over the years. Never been in, so interested to get in and see it. It's a real shame that I'm not going to be able to video inside and show you around, but I will do my best to try and sneak something for you. It looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Let's talk Sam Smith. Again, this is an absolute belter of a building. So the fact that this was shut for so long is an absolute travesty, because it is an absolute stunner of a place. And again, so one I've never untapped before, they're in the ale. It's actually, again, one thing I can't do with Sam Smith ever is fault the beer. Cannot fault the beer, no matter what you have, whatever connotation it comes in. The stuff, it's always good. The beer is always good. The building is stunning, and I'm going to do my best to give you a little scan, but that'll be it. We can do in here, because I've just heard that there's no one currently there out collecting glasses. Is show you around, but the person who's working here is actually leaving, so it actually doesn't care if we film in here. And just look at this. Look how beautiful this place actually is. Look at it. This is. It's just so. It was obviously a former Abbey building, and it obviously this is absolutely stunning. An absolute little stunner. It's such a shame that you can't film in the Sam Smith's pubs very often, because a lot of them are as impressive as this. They really are. So a little upstairs bit. Got these up these stone steps and into this bit. This is breathtaking. I wander into this bit as well. So the Abbey. Look at it. Honestly, Sam Smiths do own some of the most incredible buildings you'll probably ever find. Like literally ever find. Absolutely stunning. Moving on the assaults towards the city centre. Next one I've never done then, it still counts as Darley Abbey, this one is this. It's a Broadway, it's an Ember Inn. So yeah, big Ember Inn sat here on a roundabout, just on the corner of Darley Abbey between the city centre and that. So you know all what to expect from Ember Inns, so that will be our next port of call. Again, it's an Ember Inn. When you've been in one Ember Inn, you've been in all of them. They all look very similar. They're all very nicely decked out. It's always a decent menu. There's always a few cask ales on. None of them ever really take my fancy, but a decent enough keg mix and stuff throughout, and a nice looking pub. So, grab a quick bite to eat while we're here as well, and then move on. Caesar salads, a little mac and cheese, some cheeseburger, topped fries. And I'm chicken Caesar salad with some coleslaw. You know what? Scran ain't bad. It looks like an Ember Inn. You know what an Ember Inn is like. You've probably been in them many times, like I have. So always got some cask on, which is always good. Nice to see, and always a decent tap mix of stuff on as well. Menu's good. Food was nice. Enjoyed my chicken Caesar salad and stuff. And that is an Ember Inn for you, isn't it? Couple to tick off in what's called Chester Green area of Derby. Not an area I had ever heard of before just now, but there are a couple here to get ticked off. The first of which is this: coach and horses. So yeah, Chester Green is this little bit. So it's literally this road here heads down in towards the city centre. So was not even aware that this place existed or these pubs, but it will be stop 8 of the day so far as we are nearing the city centre. It's an old school style pub, locals style area up here. Perfectly friendly, perfectly good. Obviously got big screens for the sport, which is always good. Green King IPA on. I don't think it's a Green King pub. Everyone's friendly. It's a nice looking gaff. It's got a nice little outdoor space. Yeah, it looks like they're gearing up for a disco and something like that. So there's a big screen up there, big screen on the other side. But it's a spit and sawdust style, old local style place. Big place, friendly welcome. Slightly confused by the box of Christmas decorations or whatever sat in the corner, I must admit. It was alright, you know. 100 yards further down the road then, I assume this here, this great big grassy area over here, is Chester Green. So I assume that is that's where the name comes from for the area, but no, not an area I knew anything about. But a lot of people have talked this pub up. And this one is Little Chester Alehouse. A lot of people, when I say a lot of people, have talked this one up to me about coming to this. I do mean it an awful lot. So apparently this was Derby's first micropub. So as there's on the window, which shocks me then that I've never been and never actually knew anything about the place. So let's get in and see what all the fuss is about, because I'm sure it's going to be great. This is, yeah, obviously I said this was shouted at so many times. So many people said Little Chester Alehouse. And I get it. I totally get it. This is a brilliant little micropub. So Derby's first as well. Obviously there is one, there was an old post office round, not that far from here to be honest, up towards Mark Eaton Park there's another one, but this is a little belter. I'm a big fan. A wicked little selection. So got some Seasiders. Some good local breweries. So a Leather British based over by Ashby, Milestone, Newark Way. Nice to see good bits on. I went with the Leather British Citra IPA, which I'm very pleased with. And it's a lovely little place. So Derby's first ever micropub. Some of the regulars in there are a bit ropey, you know, but aside from that, no, they're all alright. One of them's even a Forest fan. They're all alright. Gives away and this little superstar is Elsie. And you are a right little sweetheart, aren't you? Who likes biscuits? She does like a biscuit. But yeah, Derby's first ever micropub is an absolute little beauty of a place that you should definitely be coming to check out. Head on down this road from there as well, in towards the city centre. You'll stumble across a sadly lost one, former Duke of Clarence. Yeah, it looks very sorry for itself these days. So whether or not that'll ever get rescued, who knows? Personally, I can't see it, so that's a lost one. So, heading on in, down here, that's where the city centre is. So that church is, just beyond that, the city centre. Outskirts of the city centre circle now. First revisit of the day, and it's a banger. Honestly, we've got a couple of really good revisits in store for you today. First of which is going to be this. It's the Exeter Arms. It is owned by, operated, Dancing Duck Brewery, who make some absolute banging beers with some absolutely standout names. Honestly, the Dancing Duck stuff always does make me laugh with their pump clips and the imagination that they put behind stuff. So the Exeter Arms first revisit of the day and stop number 11 in total. It's proper old school pubs. So I love everything about Dancing Duck. They do everything right. All the beer that they put on is always good. There's some great guestings on it. I've got a Thornbridge Session IPA, one I've never had before. Daymaker, pretty good. But the pub in general is just good. Full of a good mix of people. It's in a good place because it's not stuck in the middle of the city centre with all the hustle and bustle. It's just far enough out that it's walkable without any of the sort of city centre drivel that you might get. It's a great boozer. Have a look. On a Dancing Ducks own beers, which I love. I'm from Little Brewing, who we were at a little while ago. A little tap mix on as well. I just went with this Daymaker. It's Daymaker by Thornbridge. One for Verdant on there. Always nice. But I love the pub. It's got a great look. Love the tiled on the things like that. The food in here always smells absolutely divine as well, or it really does. Always think I must come in here one day and actually eat, because it's always busy for food. There's always people in here eating, and it always does smell absolutely brilliant. But it is just a really cool layout, really good pub. Definitely one of my favourite pubs in Derby, without a shadow of a doubt, I would say. Absolutely great place. Pleasant little walk walking along here in Derby, to be honest. This part especially. I always like having a little stroll along the side of this. So Exeter, wonderful pub. Next revisit we're on the way to, just up here, another one of my favourite Derby pubs. Of which I speak is the Smithfield, of course, established 1840. One of Derby's premier ale houses, without a shadow of a doubt. One of my absolute Derby favourites. Stuck down here again, much like the Exeter, far enough away from the actual city centre drag that it doesn't get affected by anything like that, and it's just a banger of a boozer. While the music, the bands that are playing, so you can hear all that while I was outside, while there's a slight break in some sound going on, let's take you on a little wander of this amazing little pub. Honestly, it's such a good boozer. It really is one of those just absolute upper tier Derby boozers. This. Around on the outside versus the bar itself is pretty busy as we speak. So I'll show you the bar range in a second. But so I love the little arc of it, the layout and all that. But we'll scan the old bar front in a minute after we've had a wander round for you. Hi guys, how we doing? All right? Head on out to back room. Nice little back room it is as well out here. It's a really old pub. It's been a Derby institution for many a year around here, and obviously the band are playing out here in the back because of the weather and stuff. But what a great little side bit to be able to sit out on. Be able to sit out here. So it's one of the most beautiful views of Derby out here on the back. And as you can see, it is party time, party central out in the back bit today. Loads of people out here having a great time because of a little bit of live music going on. Let's go show the bar. With some of the ones on the task front. Yeah, that making plans for Nigel electric bar. I've had that before, which I was a big fan of. And if you have a look through, loads of casks, loads of keg offerings. Loads of live music coming always in here. That is the actual beer board, so it's easy for you to read off of that. But absolutely a brilliant pub all around. I've got the boom box, and I've got a lovely little glass with it. But yeah, just an absolutely top-notch boozer. Into the city centre now, and so I've only got a couple more left in me today, but there is definitely one we've never done. So it's the old Lloyd's Wetherspoons one. Now, known as this, the Iron Ram. So it is right next door to the Standing Order, which is a very, very grand Wetherspoons, an old bank building. The Iron Ram next door to it. Looking forward to seeing this. Heard lots of good things about it. Never had the chance to venture in as yet. So it's the 13th stop of today and an 11th new one on the crawl. Oh, it looks good in here these days. They've spruced it up. They've changed the vibe a little bit. We've got some good drinks deals on. They've got karaoke rooms so you can hire out and they get busy. So apparently they were fully booked today. And other games machines and things like that in here. Yeah, it looks good. It looks smart. It's a lot better. I'd say it's a lot better than when it was a Lloyd's. Years ago, it was a Yates's, I believe, as well. But yeah, it looks better now. It looks decent in here. It's got a generic old tap lineup and stuff, but that's what it is. But yeah, they've spent some money on this, making it look quite cool, I reckon. Yeah, private karaoke booths you can hire. Still a big old venue, but yeah, clean, tidy. It certainly does. It looks a million times better than it used to. You used to get stuck to the floor in here when it was a Lloyd's. And that is the Iron Ram for you then. Final stop, final one that we haven't done before to tick off is an Irish bar. It is O'Dwyer's Irish bar. So yeah, brand new one on me. Last time I was down this street, this certainly was not here. But I do love an Irish bar, so finishing on an Irish bar seems pretty cool to me. Final stop, 14th of the night, which we'll do for today, will be O'Dwyer's. It's an Irish bar, all right. It's quite the party, to be fair. It's busy, it's vibrant, the Guinness is good, the live music's good. It's a good way to finish tonight. Love an Irish bar. And it's a good one. He's doing a good job. A cool little pub. Well, it's not even a little pub, it's a great big pub, as you saw from out the back. But yeah, the Guinness is good. It's got the Eurovision Song Contest on the telly, but you know, some people like it. And it's a good final stop, I'd say. Yeah, good Irish bar.